Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Reignbreaker, a punk Regicide roguelike that is coming out. I think it's out today. If it's not out immediately, it'll be out in a couple of hours. It's made by Studio Fizbin, who mostly are known for kind of more adventure-y puzzle games, but they decided to go out with a bang and make an action roguelike as their final game. It is... I don't know, I'm curious to see how this goes. It seems like it's going to be very Hades-esque. But
time to get an audience with Her Highness.
Yeah, very Hades-esque. But I'm kind of cool with that. It looks good so far. You're a big lady, I guess.
Who trespasses in this bastion? Flee now, and save yourself. Obey thy queen.
The signal. She's broadcasting down here. I must resist that voice.
You seem surprised. You thought yourself safe from my whispers here in the underground? No one can hide from my command.
You speak of hiding, cowering behind a screen. When I find you and we meet face to face, I will shut you up for good.
Okay,
I need to break more seals.
Vault. Bridge locks let you progress to the next chamber. Raise the bridge by looting enough vaults to break the seals. Then you can enter the next chamber where the bridge is raised. Okay, so we need to go this direction. They're certainly doing a fantastic job.
It connects to the vault.
They're doing a fantastic job with the aesthetic of this. These painted environments are gorgeous.
By my spare, if it isn't you, Clef. A most unwelcome surprise.
Is that you, Ardia? I should have known. Still serving the Queen like a slavering guard dog, I see.
You should never have come here, Clef. You betrayed us. You betrayed your oath.
Against a tyrant, it's resistance.
Resistance is just a pretty word for treason.
So we've got a big lance key kind of deal.
This could have been you, if you were not so ungrateful.
Okay. So we have a lance key. Okay, these enemies are actually...
Ouch.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it a lance key or is it a gun? Oh, that's actually really cool. I don't know how many shots I have. And we have a glory kill. Enemies vanquished. There was no tutorial on this, so I'm just going in completely blind. And that's fine.
Don't mind if I do.
No, this is very Hades. Okay, dashing reduces heat and you can dash while releasing a throw. Quick charge. Throw charges up faster and does more damage. Or stinger. Throw has a chance to inflict stun. Let's go with quick charge.
I can raise the bridge now.
Okay, so we can see the map. Let me actually just check the controls. Javelin swap if unlocked. Hold and release for throw. Interact, strike, slam, dash. Move inventory. Wait. Okay, punch, slam. I don't know if we have strike yet. Yeah, we don't have strike yet. So there's punch. There's slam. Oh. That's slightly different. I'm assuming heat is the yellow bar. That's my number of dashes. Okay.
On to the next room.
So it's like a weird key lance kind of dealio. Sure. Smash the statue on the left for health. Store some health. And then we have this, which seems like it's breakable for money. And a key? Yeah, actually we have a whole mess of keys. And then darkness. What to interact with? Well, we want to break any of these kind of weird locked things. I don't think I can break anything else in the scenery. We want to stay away from traps.
Trap set.
I see, so we can flip them.
What is this? Fresh blood? How delightful!
They have mosquitoes in here.
How dare you? I am one of the Queen's most revered medics.
Buzz off.
So unlike
You don't touch
Hades,
him, you hear?
the
He is
boons
under Her Majesty's protection.
very much are not helpful. The boons are... Okay. Overheating. Grab this. Is that the only enemy? Nope. It is not. Okay, I thought I lined up the traps here. Yeah, we want to stay away from these suckers. If we can. There we go. Get some loot off of that.
Yeah,
Ow.
stupid.
Get rid of one of the two. Overheating pretty bad. Oh, it does too.
This could have
Okay.
been avoided.
Tricky to line up, though. Leave those alone. I think punching... Okay, punching reduces my heat. Whereas anything that relates to the lance and gun... Oh, I see. Some of these enemies have to be finished off proper. There we go. Perfect. Thrown me for many loops, but that's fine. But yeah, unlike Hades, we're fighting the thing that we're getting the boons from.
Well,
So now we
what
get
were you hiding?
Bloodsucker. Getting hit does 200 damage to nearby enemies, inflicts bleed, reduces all incoming damage. Executions launch homing projectiles. Execution, finish off enemies when they're down to collect extra keys. Do it quickly or they get back up. Or ice pick. Getting hit causes your javelin heat to be reset. Let's go with a lock crack damage. Do we have anything else around here? Yes, there are some breakables. And it's very obvious which ones I should break, which I appreciate. What? I was not expecting an enemy to be left, to be entirely honest, but hey, whatever. Okay, go this direction. Unless it came from this other path and it just followed me down. Could be. Ow. Okay, level 1. So actually that has three shots, not just 2. Oh, okay. So the traps have to be up to actually hit things. If they're down, they don't actually attack. Let's see. Do we have anything else here?
Here you go.
I don't know what that did. Looked like it was some kind of power dealio. Oh. My lance is just there perpetually firing. And yeah, I can explore. I don't have to fight here. But that doesn't make any sense. And yeah, whatever these are, I don't think I can interact with them. Is that still up there? No, it's reset. However, I think I'm going to use this in my favor. Because yeah, just having that hanging out there, shooting things, seems good, or would be good, if any of the enemies were actually... beans. If any of the enemies were actually within shooting range. There we go. I just have to bait the hits. And then once I'm in there, I can kind of stun lock them. Okay, and that only shoots a couple of times. So what else do we have? 'Cause yeah, we also have this guy, who's pretty weak and only shoots in front of it. Damn. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be a reset. And like, I can come by and hit him with a slam periodically. And maybe chuck a hit. Nope. Nah.
You were a fool to come here, and now you have reaped your reward.
That's a gorgeous illustration. Alright, well, we get some resolve at the very least. It's gonna take some doing.
Blimey, Clef, have you got a death wish or what? Oh, think of my poor art before you race headlong into the next fight.
I feel like my head came between an anvil and a blacksmith.
An unavoidable part of the job, I'm afraid. How did it go?
It won't be easy, but I feel we might be in the right place. Her Majesty herself tried to shoo me away.
She's using the signal in here, but nobody comes down here. Nobody dares. I agree. We should keep going.
Hey, buddy.
So they have a cute little clock mech. Yeah, this is very unapologetically Hades, but it works. Okay, so increase your max health and max heat. All of these are too expensive, though. We could also only have so many equipped at a time. So can't do much with that. Can't do much with pretty much any of these. Okay, so we have Stone's Throw or Heavy Gatling Gun. Low damage, rapid salvos. Javelin's Impact. Sure. By 100%. So that gets us a mod. Armory is your collection of javelins. Each one has a unique loadout of bayonets, motors, and aspect mods. Find new javelins by defeating guardians, completing time challenges, and breaking statues. Okay. We have something else over here? Well, there's paint. Oh. Your former sister-in-arms. They both were best in class. Both masterful battle locksmiths despite their young age. She is unfortunately still loyal to the Iron Queen, keeping her combat gear in the royal vaults. So it's just little bits of lore. Okay.
I hope I've packed everything.
Very unapologetically Hades.
I'm coming for you, Queen of Keys.
But I will say, I do like the setting and the, like, lore idea of, yeah, this character being very aggressively trying to take down
some more seals first.
A malicious monarch.
A lock. It connects to the vault.
My leeches have been waiting for your blood.
Just try me and see them choke on it.
So strange to hear a commoner deny my services.
Not as strange as hearing a puffed-up little songbird like you claim to be in the confidence of the Queen.
The very audacity. I am part of the Queen's inner circle, I tell you.
I will say, like, as far as these characters being the ones to give the, or to give the boons, I'm actually very much in favor of that. If only because there's more of a feeling of, like, I'm actually fighting against a group of villains. Whereas, you know, much as I love Hades, there's only, like, a handful of actual, ooh, rarity's gone up a bunch. Punches inflict bleed, but do less damage. Getting hit does 200 damage to nearby enemies and reduces damage taken. Or, ooh. Bleeding, enemies take extra damage for 5 seconds. If stacked 10 times, all stacks are removed. Enemy takes 150 damage. That's interesting. 200 damage to nearby enemies. I'm gonna go for the Bloodsucker. It's rare.
The bridge now.
And reducing all damage I take by 10% is kind of nice. I don't know if I care too deeply for the retaliatory damage, but still. But yeah, so for Hades, like, really the only people you talk to are... what's his face? Oh, why can I not remember his name? The dude in the Minotaur. You talk to those two, and that was fun. And then you talk to Megara, but not that much. You talk to her, but only before her fight.
Splendid. The chambers have shifted again, but that trick won't protect the Queen of Keys forever. Fingers crossed, this time the Bastion won't make it so hard on me again.
Like, you'd talk to Megara, but she was just like, I have to stop you. You know, please give this up. I guess it didn't feel like there was really that much of a persistent conflict in Hades, apart from just family issues, which I think is fine. I guess I should actually lead with this smash and then switch to punching, as opposed to the reverse. Because, yeah, I can do the smash and then multiple punches. Yeah, there we go. And I can use that to more or less lock things down. Interesting, there's a timer. Hopefully that's not something I have to worry about. Oh, and this is in 2 parts. Okay, there goes 1. There goes 2. And break the last one for a little bit more keys. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this combat system. The level system is fascinating, and I'm really curious about it. Okay, I'm level 2. Is it, like, based on a combo system? Oh, it probably is. Yeah, it ticks down. Okay, so it's not that I'm leveling up. It's that the more hits I'm getting in, the higher that combo meter goes. Presumably that scales certain abilities. Probably. Okay, so we have Deep Cut. Bleeding enemies deal less damage. Bleed duration increased by 50%. Final Stack of Bleed affects... hits enemies 3 additional times with extra damage, or punches inflict bleed, but it does less. I think I'm going to go for Deep Cut.
I can break the bridge lock now.
We'll see what we can get. It's really interesting. I think Fizbin's last game was Minute of Islands, and so it's wild to see them go from that game to this, but I'm not complaining. This is neat so far. I think I'm going to... No, I think I'll leave the traps on, just in case we get some chasers. Because now that I have like a decent idea of how to do the combo system and stun lock enemies, I should be able to kind of beat things into submission pretty easily. There we go. Round 2. Ow.
A few rust buckets less to worry about.
Okay. Increases max health by 30. Restores 100 health whenever you use a healing station. Your max health goes up. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for restores health and healing station increases max HP. Presumably, we're going to find a couple of those. Hopefully there's some way to, like, boost the rarity on these perks. I will admit that is, lightly one of my, like, biggest pet peeves of these games is the rarity system does kind of limit your options. I know it's supposed to be like, oh, I got a legendary one, but the game's at its best when you're getting mostly, like, the big legendaries. I find I always, like, kind of hamstring myself a little bit. Oh, that's funny. Because I was doing the execution on the one guy, the other guy backed up back into the trap. Hey, ain't complaining. Okay, where are we going? So we've got a health station. We got a crane thing. Yeah, unfortunately the traps aren't on, so I can't benefit from it. Time limit. Defeat enemies before the time ends. Well...
You always were a glutton for punishment, I suppose.
Ha! Well, I do remember our training days. I thought the aches would never fade.
Some of them have not.
Ah, dear. I told you before. I didn't betray you. I would have got you out too if I could.
That would have been a waste of energy, Clef. I would never abandon my sisters, my queen, like you did.
Okay, be quick about it. Got him. Took some damage, but it's okay. We got a healing station nearby. And I might get something fun. While aiming, gain invincibility to ranged attacks. Aim move speed is increased. Damage dealt by your bayonet is increased. Or slam and throw generate. Invincibility to ranged attacks. I think I'm going to go for the Lancer boots. To be entirely honest, like, the idea of being invincible to ranged attacks sounds like I might be able to do some really funny cheese with that. If I do it correctly. Yep. I'm functionally immune to those guys' damage as long as I don't have anything else trying to come after me. Okay. I'm gonna go back and use the health station. It might not be the most practical. Oh. I shouldn't have healed first. Because that hurt. I'm a fool. Whatever. Wait. Hold, what? I was supposed to have gained max HP there, wasn't I? Unless this wasn't a healing station. Could have been. Because I was supposed to go up 15 max HP there. And didn't. Oh, maybe we'll have another healing station here. This doesn't look the most promising. Okay, you've unlocked the Adherent Assault Javelin.
Great find.
We can restore some HP. Ah.
Hey, psst, hey! Psst, hey, lady, come here.
What's this? You're rather small for a raider.
Yeah, that old Queen's machines don't take any notice of us.
Where is your family?
My only family is the trench rats, and we live here. It's warm and dry, that's all we need.
There are more of you. What's on offer today?
Okay, so I can buy, getting hit does more damage. Ah. So, too expensive, cannot afford it, and not that good. So this just upgrades my abilities. I don't really care for any of those, to be honest. But it's still an interesting system all the same.
I have eyes everywhere, child. Can you feel them watching you?
And now I have enough currency to buy those. Yeah, the main thing is, as long as I'm not, like, really goofing it, I shouldn't take too much damage here. Bosses are probably going to be the exception. Those are probably going to hurt me pretty bad. Okay, one of the weird crane doors. I mean, might as well pop this one open. Yeah, because I can use aiming to effectively
It's no
just...
use. The javelin is overheated.
Wait. Because I don't have to attack. Like, I can just sit here as long as I need to. I can also hang out behind this wall. Though this one obviously is the greater danger. The other trick is, of course, just getting directly behind them makes it reasonably safe.
Serves you right.
It feels like I'm getting a lot of upgrades here, like a lot more than I would have expected. Let's see, well, throwing release or javelin with perfect timing deal more damage. Just more throw damage?
I can break the bridge lock now.
Can't complain.
Come, get some.
Oh, is that just the bridge lock? Might be. There we go. Yeah, I can pretty much lock things down just by punching a bunch. So that was the bridge lock. That didn't heal me in the slightest. I got it. I was so confused by that earlier. Because it had said, like, punch the statue to go heal. And I was assuming that was the healing thing. But I was wrong. That's fine. Let's do a quick once-over just in case. Yeah. Yeah, so I can kind of use this to lock things down, prevent enemies from getting at me, so I can kind of waltz through an attack and then start punching them without having to rely fully on dodging. Okay, do have to worry about the rolly balls, but only so much. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this to cool down. Because I can wait as long as I want. This is extremely silly. There goes one. Ah. Took a hit. It's fine. It's with the damage reduced. Oh well. Aiming causes you only take scratch damage temporarily. And you'll deal more damage for every current point of scratch damage. Stand still to quickly recover heat, even when aiming. Yeah, let's snag that. But yeah, we're getting oodles of upgrades here. I'm actually going to say I love that. Many of them aren't, like, particularly game-breaking or even really that impactful. But on the flip side, we're getting so many of them that actually... Oh, this is probably a hell of a lot of balls. Okay, that is the balls. Okay, let's just stand still for a bit. Literally nothing can touch me.
It got too hot.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's finish this one off before we go too far away. I'm so glad regular enemies just calmly wait and let me fight. Looks like it could take probably one more hit before I start actually sustaining long-term damage. Performing perfect throw launches an additional javelin rod. Impact damage up. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
On to the next room.
Because I might as well. Yeah, release just when charged up. If I can pull that off, it's going to do a decent chunk of damage, probably. Okay, do we have anything else here? Oh, we've got another shop over here. Or something?
Trap set.
That is quite literally trap not set. This is where I'm going, right? Okay. We have another shop here with a whole mess of stuff to buy. Okay. Movement speed is greatly increased, used up after getting hit. Punches attach sticky bombs. You know what? I'm gonna get the small health potion. Just in case that increases my max HP. It does not. It's worth a shot. There we go. I see. It's the chevron that determines it. Oh, so I'm actually going fast enough that we're getting these upgrades. Okay. Reduces damage taken, but it's temporary. All of these are temp, so I don't want to put points into it. This looks like it might be a boss fight. Well, that does heal you, but it doesn't increase your max HP. Clef versus the Overseer. I'm just gonna take some damage here.
Javelin's overheated.
There we go. Took some damage, but we killed it. And we get another lance.
I know that weapon you wield, child. I expected great things from you back when I gave it to you. And you repay me like this.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have let your army train me so well.
The Overseer was merely one of many. Whatever you seek, how often you may try, there will always be another Guardian in your way.
I merely seek an audience, Your Majesty. And on that note, why all the protection down here? Don't want any visitors?
What a whimsical imagining, my dear. Did my creature bash you over the head?
We'll get another lance. Boomstick javelin.
For later.
So does that mean we don't really change our, like, basic punches and whatnot? Well, on the plus side, we do get some amount of healing. Which is good, because I did definitely tank some hits there. Now, this victory, do I actually go back? Oh, I do. So maybe we have longer runs.
Hey, you did it, Clef. Knew you would, of course.
Well, I think my bruises have bruises now. And no, I have not reached the throne room. Yet.
The shifting chambers of the Bastion won't make it easy for us. We have to keep at it, and maybe get a bit lucky as well.
Another thing, Ev. She recognized me.
Blimey. Okay, well, no need to panic. If anyone can push on through, it's you, Clef. Just, be careful. You hear me?
Throwing me off, one of my moderators is Clef. The Resolve engine allows you to turn hard-earned Resolve crystals into permanent new skills and boost your power. Okay, so I can actually buy things. Number of times you can dash in a row, that's very good. Allows you to perform a javelin strike. Every bayonet has unique strike. Yeah, that's probably good. Punch twice, pause, then punch 3 more times. Pull enemies in. That's going to be tough. More likely to find bloodletter vaults. And increase rarity chance. Okay, we can level that one up. More likely to find the Spear Sisters vaults. The main question with the rarities is that all of them? Yeah, more and better items in vaults. Looted resolves. Vandals vaults, Trapper vaults. Because the higher the rarity, the better. Okay, max health and heat. That's good. Number of dashes in a row actually is very good.
Onward.
Let's see. Javelin strike, I know, is a feature that I can do. And let's do number of dashes. Ooh, more dashes is expensive. And yeah, boost that rarity. Okay, that's extremely good. So we have heavy Gatling gun. Oh, so these are the different strikes, probably. Okay, so that's kind of good. What's heavy rain? Inflict rust.
It's no use. Testing something.
Okay. The damage over time is pretty good. Increases javelin's impact damage. Sticky bombs. I think I'm just going to go with the heavy Gatling. Maybe. Oh no, do we want to try heavy rain? Oh. We also have shotgun. I think I might try the shotgun.
I hope I've packed everything.
All right, let's see how this goes.
The signal is numbing the people out there. Time to cut the broadcast.
So, probably more like
I need to break
AoE
more seals.
and blast damage and knockback.
Oi, you there! This ain't your territory, missy.
Ugh, you. I've seen many good people brainwashed by the signal into doing the Queen's bidding. But you do it for coin. Pathetic.
Who are you calling pathetic? Have you seen what you're wearing?
Yeah, what an outfit fail. Do you even own a nice pair of boots?
I'm being threatened by the fashion police.
Those who cannot be intimidated will be easily brought into submission. You really
Okay.
think these people, my subjects, want freedom?
So the big blast damage works pretty well. Can I actually check what I have? Okay, so we are attaching sticky bombs. Actually wasn't what I wanted, but whatever. Final blow. Final blow. Last attack is in sequence of punches. Launches an explosive spray can. Explodes after delay. Inflicting coat on enemies. Coated enemies raise combo higher. Punch attack sequence gets an additional slash attack that inflicts coat. Or recover more heat per
All
punch.
seals removed.
I think I'm
Onward.
gonna snag that. Because that has a ton of potential. With my current, like, combo system.
I can press forward now.
Yeah, I'm liking this. It's unapologetically Hades, which I think is a strength and a weakness. Strength because it's extremely cool. Weakness because there's always the number of people that can... There's always a number of people out there.
I have eyes everywhere, child. Can you feel them watching you?
Always a number of people that react to games like this that, you know, maybe don't tread new ground, but refine a pre-existing system. Let's just leave them on the traps. So far, so good.
Ouch. Hot, hot, hot.
People will react negatively to something that is too close to something else, or just pass on it because, like, well, I've already got Hades. Why should I play this? I'm going to say I'm still very much loving the, Oh.
Look what we have here. An infestation of vermin. Not to fear, as I am the Master Trapper. I've never met a rat I could not catch.
Master Trapper? Is that a self-awarded epithet? A true predator sets their sights much higher than rats, no?
I'll have you know trapping is my trade, and I make good coin from it. Your pelts will not be worth much, but I will snatch you for free.
You keep on telling yourself that, and I'll keep on going wherever I damn well feel like.
A game bird with bite. Oh, we shall have fun, you and I.
The promise of status makes even the most frivolous man a subservient pet.
Okay, I want to get rid of the balls before they cause me problems. Grab this. Okay, stay away from those. Knock him out.
Overheated. Bollocks.
Oh, and I can just mess this guy up. Alright, this is working. It's a little scuffed, but it works because I can effectively stun lock them with loads of attacks. And take almost no damage. The combos are good. I like the variety so far. I don't know. I think it's neat. It does just enough different that I'm going to just be constantly like, yeah, this is fun. Okay. Traps deal more damage. Oh, deal more damage to enemies and only do scratch damage to you. Sure, I'll go for Trap Master. That's not the most useful, but it's also one of those where, like, doesn't bug me too much. And since I've got heavy knockback from the shotgun shots, that should actually make it a lot easier for me to pull off the trap kills. Yeah, I should probably just use the shotgun. And the only problem is a lot of my enemies do not actually stay within range of Trap Town. I guess I could kite them a little bit more aggressively. That is the one thing.
How dare you foul the good queen's territory this way? Cease at once.
You know you are just brainwashed by the power of her signal, don't you?
Untrue. This is a filthy lie.
Have you met her in person? She doesn't even know your name, Bloodletter.
I have been assured she does know my name. She does.
Be interesting if some of these characters do actually change over the course of the run.
It's no use. The javelin is overheated.
Oh, that was not a javelin shot. But yeah, I can cycle a bunch of extra attacks. Yeah, and those traps are extremely good. The only immediate problem is good luck actually getting an enemy onto them. But it's fine. Okay. Restores health, gives extra max HP. When you resurrect, do more damage. Gain a resurrection now. Ooh. I like tea leaves for the max HP increase. I think I'm going to go for bounce back.
All seals removed. Onward.
Mainly because the regular fights aren't really much of a problem for me. At least at the moment. And so it's one of those where...
I was spotted.
Okay. We'll let these guys walk at me. That's fun. You can actually do a triple combo takedown. I'm very glad they thought of that. I've played some of these games where it doesn't. And you actually, like, lose... Oh, that's not what I meant. There we go. You actually, like, lose the ability to do takedowns on the other characters because of it, and that's annoying. It's fine. Oh, boy. I will admit this is a game that's very hard to have, like, long-term commentary over because there is no zen state. It is all just heat-of-the-moment kind of stuff, and I'm cool with that. I just need to... I'll probably need to stop at the end of the video and be like, okay, now here's my actual thoughts for this game. Which, once again, very positive. The production value is extremely solid.
Great find.
The... let's see. Heat recovery per punch. Traps do more damage, or... gain a resurrection. Well, I don't have enough money. Kind of wish the prices were maybe a little bit lower, or it wasn't a shop. I think maybe that's it. I wish it wasn't a shop for the first one, considering how high the prices are, but maybe there's ways that I can reduce the prices. Yeah, and I can really just keep my heat down by punch cycling. So as long as I'm only fighting one enemy, I'd pretty much never have to worry about heat at all. It was nice. Oops, that's the wrong button. And I really like this lance. I think that's one thing I'm very, very much going to repeat here is that, like, it is actually a joy playing this. And all the different immediate combos. It's a lot more like trick shotty, which feels super good. Okay, we've got another cannon boy. I think I can just wait here for a bit, though. Or just kill this one. Didn't hit him. And that's fine. Because now I can send him into the trap. The only immediate problem is I don't think the boss is going to have a trap. Also, relying on traps in this way is a little trickier because I'm not going to be able to go fast. And we need to go fast if we want to get some of the unlocks. Punches inflict bleed, but do less damage. Yo! Please tell me that's the one I picked. Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I want to try and build at least a little bit for status effects. The only immediate problem is we're having too many different minion boons showing up. And, like, it'd be better if I'd picked that one and then had a bunch more of that character to reliably work with. Because then I could have actually maybe done some things to make bleed more effective. And it's fine. It doesn't need to be. I'm going to be over here. Enjoy them traps. Oh, there we go. Anybody else? A bellboy. Because, yeah, I can just cycle all of the moves constantly like this in whatever combo I want. I almost kind of wish there were special attacks that you would get based on, like, punch, punch, Y, smash. Like, if you could actually have just a little bit of a fighting game combo in this, that'd be incredible. Extra damage per combo level, epic. It's extremely tempting. Punch repeatedly while dashing. No, we're just going to go with this. I don't know what my combo level gets up to, but I'll take an epic upgrade all the same. Okay, is there anything else I should find? What's this? Oh, it was just a key. Okay, quick question. How much damage does that do? 10. So traps aren't that deadly, even without this upgrade. Still want to avoid them, but they're not as bad as you'd think. And it would be interesting to go for kind of the bleed rust build as well. Okay, and this is going to...
I was seen.
Yep. Okay, that hurts. It actually hurts a lot more than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. We've got the mug to heal me back up. It's like 15 HP. Okay, there we go. No? A little bit more than that. Here. It's just fun. Considering I'm full trap spec here. Okay, be quick about it. Hope there's no extra combo for that. Wow, that works extraordinarily well. I don't know how long that took, but that felt like it was no time at all. Okay, what do we have? Crits have a chance to recover all scratch damage. Crit chance increased. No, that's not bad. Slime your javelin into a gearbox. No. You only take scratch damage when hit. Critical hit chance. I'm going to go for that one, actually.
I can raise the bridge now.
Because that's going to make boss fights easier. Assuming I don't take too much damage consistently. Because then I can just focus on dodging for a little while. And get my HP back. Okay. Increases damage for every key in your pocket. That's not much currently. 0.2 per key. So I would need exactly what? 50 keys just to get up to a 1% damage increase. But now I just don't spend any more money for the rest of the run. What is this one? Ooh.
Great find.
I'll take it. Yeah, what am I doing?
Trap switched.
Turn off the traps. Okay, don't forget the money. Because, yeah, if I'm going to do more damage based on how much money I'm carting around, we probably should stack as much money as we possibly can. Let's see, what was I going to say? Yeah, the only question I have is the length of these runs.
On to the next room.
I'm just gonna bully this guy. There we go. Decent amount of resources. That's back where we
I can
are.
press forward now.
Raises the bridge. Because, yeah, the previous one ended after the first boss. Maybe it's one of those that it's first boss, second boss now. And eventually it will be all the way to the end. That's probably the case. I actually do like the idea of the first run being short. If only because you don't end up putting players in a kind of weirdly frustrating position of maybe being able to beat the first boss but having trouble against the second. Especially with, say, the existence of meta progression and whatnot. I can't tell you how many games I've played where it's
Lady,
just...
over here.
I don't want to say frustrating,
For later.
per se.
The horrid old lady spoke to you, didn't she?
The Queen? You knew she was down here?
Yeah, she speaks through those screens, and the signal hurts our ears.
That's how she keeps such tight control over people.
Well, I hate her.
You and me both, kid.
Okay. Problem is, can't actually
Supplies
spend
for
anything
keys.
here. Increase the level of a random vault item by 1. Power up for 3 lockdowns. And big health restore. Don't need any of those, and we want to save our bits. Admittedly, I think we're only up to a, what? 4% damage boost by this point? I'll take it. Okay, Spitface. Okay. Well, nice part is... this is actually an extremely easy boss. Yes, throw them into the traps. Okay, one's left, but I will take it. Okay, we did take a bit of damage there. However, because it's scratch damage, we heal it immediately. Okay, I don't know what they're doing, and I don't like it. But that's okay. Boss's toast didn't even take a hit. I mean, I took one, but it didn't count.
You use your talents for the destruction of my guardians, I see. I command you to cease this folly of a campaign.
Luckily, I was never a good listener. Your signal stopped working on me a long time ago.
I remember you, child. Clefania, yes? You could have gone far. One of my most promising elite soldiers.
One of your most brainwashed elite soldiers, you mean?
What you call brainwashing is in truth the grace of my guidance. But it seems you lack vision. A need to be dealt with.
Cool. And then we also got the time bomb javelin.
Bringing this to camp.
Not sure what the difference between the time bomb javelin is and the... let's see. And the sticky bombs, but I'll take it. Really, that's the end of it. I was expecting these runs to go longer.
Thank the keys you're back safe, love. I swear I'm going grey sending you off to fight like this.
I'll manage. She keeps throwing bigger machines at me. So I call that progress.
Can you imagine her actually being here? Us actually killing her? Her whispers no longer subjugating the kingdom?
I'll shut her up soon enough. Then it's up to the people. Let's hope without the signal, enough of us find the strength to revolt.
Aye, that would be something. You've got this, darling. Keep pushing on. Understand?
Okay. I was expecting these runs to be a little bit longer than they are. I don't necessarily dislike it being as short as it is. Okay, find more and better items in vaults. Yeah.
Progress, at least.
Because that seems extremely useful. I'm gonna just boost that. Can't get the next tier. Could boost out for blood. I do like the blood letter. Probably more than most.
Progress, at least.
Okay, so now we have Master Trapper's vaults, and then also the Vandals. What's the last one? Increase your damage for each vault item in your inventory. But yeah, these shorter little 15-minute runs are kind of an interesting take. Okay, oh, blast is different. High explosive blast, hold up. Oh, I see.
Time to break some dummies.
So way more damage, but I can hit myself. Oh, even with the slam attacks. I don't think I like that. At least on a personal level. I like the shotgun. Hellfire crit. Chance for... Ooh.
This one.
Inflicts roots. Okay, so there's a cooldown on it. I will admit, I like Boomstick for the sticky bombs. They're not bad. I think if anything, rusted enemies take extra damage, can stack. That's good. Four damage each second, so 20 damage each second, kind of for 3 seconds. So actually the sticky bomb is kind of better. I might stick with heavy Gatling gun for the time being. I could mess around with this. Yeah, because rooting is... I'll have to unlock more javelin upgrades all the same. Do we have more lore here? Oh, now we can look at each of the bosses or characters. Bloodletter, the Queen's bootlicking blood scientist. His vaults always carry the right stuff to keep your body going. Yeah, so we just get lore on who these characters are. The Royal Master Trapper is effective in his craft as he is insufferable. The tools of his trade, secured in vaults, are the engine of the kingdom's fur trade, now repurposed to fight the very regime he's loyal to. Oh. And then the Vandals, mercenaries and drunkards, but reliable hand for the right price. Shame they let themselves be bought by the Queen. Makes it an easy choice to plunder their vaults for a better cause. Yeah, so I like this. I think the comparisons to Hades are inevitable. That it has a very Gen Z adjacent art style that does enough to stand out. It's not one for one the same, but it's very much that kind of graphic comic booky illustrative style that you would see in Hades. But I will say I follow the artist for this, or at least one of the artists, or at least used to. I don't think I've seen them on Blue Sky, but I'll have to double check. I kind of haven't followed that many people over. I just kind of rebuilt my follow list. But they did a lot of these like really lovely, like proper. I think I remember seeing them do. Was it like a Venom or some other like superhero characters? And it very much was in this art style. So it's not one of those where I can say like, you know, oh, they're just copying Hades. It's like, no, this is just the artist's style to begin with, and that it just happens to be somewhat Gen Z adjacent, but in its own way. The characters definitely aren't the same. Like the similarities are there, but it's still its own product, and I think that translates to the whole game too. You know, it's got a lot of that standard pseudo top-down / isometric hack and slash action roguelike feel, but with a completely different combo and ability set. On one hand, the like punches and the slams being the exact same every time is a little bit of a downer, just because, you know, it'd be kind of cool if she had like axes and broadswords and whatnot that you could swap in and out as well. But on the flip side, I do think the lance system actually adds a lot of interesting dynamism between not only like the three different types, pea shooter, shotgun, blast, and who knows what other types there are, but then also like what you add to them. So blast, for example, would be much more focused on, well, blast is very much focused on like hit and run and high damage. Pea shooter and shotgun are very much more like up in your face. I'd say pea shooter is maybe a little bit better at doing small quantities of damage or stacking certain status effects. I might have to think about that.
Taking you for a ride.
Javelin attacks inflict
Am I
rust.
ready to go?
Here, let's just test it over here. I don't want to actually start another run because then I'm going to feel compelled to. Oh, so that instantly stacks rust up to maximum. And keeps it there too. Oh, that's extremely cool. I was wondering about that. I don't know about the shotgun and how that stacks rust. Actually, I don't know if it does yet. Yeah, we got boomstick for the sticky bombs, but it's got its own combos. Yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of things you can do with this. I think the one minor complaint I would say is that while you're getting a bunch of these like really neat and interesting abilities, you know, punches, inflict, bleed, and whatnot, I'm not seeing a whole lot that really changes my like overall gameplay combos. It's mostly just a... Oh, there's a third tier of that combo. That's good to know. And now that I've gotten that, we don't have to worry about the... Let's see. And now that we've gotten all of those moves out of the way, the tutorial's not going to be bugging me. But yeah, what this game doesn't have so far is kind of the equivalent of the Hephaestus Hammer or the Duo God Boons. I think those are the two things that I haven't seen yet. They might be present in the game, but something that changes how I attack and play. Because currently it's just mostly varied based on what do I bring with me into the run and what couple of upgrades I have. But even then, it's going to still be the same like general attack combos. And like... Within that, yeah, Hephaestus Hammer that just changes my attacks, say like maybe one of those where it changes my regular attack into kind of like a cool dash attack. So I'm just like dashing from target to target, left and right and stuff like that. And, you know, maybe it has a bit more knockback or something, who knows. Or one that changes my slam attack into more of like a frontal wave. Or sets like a burning zone on the ground. Little things that make big differences when it comes to comboing with those effects. And things that you can find in the middle of a run that changes stuff. Even to the point where it's like, yeah, what if there was an upgrade that makes it so when I'm like charging to throw my lance, I'm throwing multiple lances. And we had that earlier. The like, on the perfect throw you get multiple lances. But what if you could then combo that with another one that lets you target 2 different enemies simultaneously? So you end up throwing like 5 or 6 lances by the end of it and just like stand in the middle of a crowd, chuck lance, everything explodes. It doesn't have that level of like build variety yet. I think that's the one thing that this is going to suffer from. On the flip side, because the runs are so short, it's not as much of an issue because it's much more of like a short and satisfying build up to a single boss fight and then you're back to town. I think there are pluses and minuses to that idea, mostly from the perspective of I love the idea of the short and sweet runs. I think those are good. And I'm very glad that they give so many upgrades because if this was much more sparing with its upgrades, it would feel very boring. But because it is so unbelievably generous with like just vault after vault after vault giving you new abilities to play around with, that actually feels quite good. Hopefully there's some runs eventually that are more than just one boss fight and done. You know, maybe you go through like 4 or 5 runs and then you get the like real longer runs where you can really focus on a build. Because, like, on that last run, I had the thing that gave me extra damage based on how many keys I had. And then the run ended before I could get that above, like, an 8% boost. Maybe that's the point, but it feels like it could have more time to really let some of those elements shine. But we'll see. I'll have to put some more time into this at some point. For now, though, I should mention that Reignbreaker is out now on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's genuinely good. Like, if you're a big fan of Hades, you're going to like this game.
I hope I've packed everything.
That's the easiest way to put it. And it's not going to be one of those where it's like, oh, it's just more Hades, because only kinda. It's more Hades adjacent, and in a good way. I'd kind of put it as like Vault of the Void to Slay the Spire, which hopefully some people get that reference, or like maybe Arcanium and stuff. Very unapologetically kind of in the same genre, inspired by the same things, but does enough different that you can have and play both. Once again, those shorter runs really do kind of make it much more chef's kissy. Okay, that sounded weird, but like if the runs were longer, like to the tune of 2 hours long, I think I'd be singing a different tune. But this way, the game never slows down and it never hits kind of a boring doldrum, or like a point where I'm like, oh, this is really hard and I'm actually suffering. But maybe it gets there later, I don't know. At least there's kind of that long difficulty curve to get to the point where, you know, I'm built up to those longer, harder runs. With these shorter, more kind of like smooth difficulty curve ones, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I guess with all of that said, oh right, I was gonna say one other thing. I'd mentioned that this was Studio Fizbin's last game, that their publisher is pulling support. I don't know, I only have seen like a little bit of the details on it, but effectively that this is very much Studio Fizbin's final game. And I saw some people reacting, well, why should I buy it then if it's getting shut down? Isn't this just another roller drum situation? The answer is no, because Studio Fizbin isn't just releasing this and shutting down. They're releasing the game and working on it for a while until it's properly done. And so if you're like, oh, I don't want to pick this game up and support it if the developers aren't going to get the benefits from that, this is not that situation. The more people that pick this up, that play it, that enjoy it, that give feedback, that share with their friends, so on and so forth, the longer Studio Fizbin is going to be able to spend on this game to improve it, to make it the best it can possibly be, and, you know, hopefully add some really fun spice. And I'm hoping they get the chance to do that, because I loved their previous games. I think this is really good for developers that have mostly made puzzle adjacent, or puzzle and adventure games, going into making an action roguelike. They nailed it, like way better than most, and that's kind of shocking to me, and is really cool, and I hope this works out well for them, and I look forward to whatever they make next after they've all moved on. We will see. But for now, at least, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.